Hi, my name is Vidashi. Welcome to the African Time. I don't know. Recently, anytime I'm here to discuss Africa with you guys, I'm always smiling. I don't know why. What's wrong? What have you guys actually shown me for me to be happy like that? Well, the most important thing is I'm talking about Africa, and I'm happy to discuss in Africa. Okay, so we all know this Western African country, Burkina Faso. Yeah, recently, or about 2 years, 3 years ago, they actually had a coup d'état where a soldier, a captain, came to rule the country. Well, after he came to power, lots of people in Africa have been supporting his deeds and everything that he's doing. Well, recently something has happened again, and I'm here to talk about Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. Well, let's see what is happening. So, shared by Sahel Revolution, it says Burkina Faso. More than 4,000 new soldiers trained to defend the Africa and the homeland, strengthen forces, and intensify offenses on the ground. The Army of Burkina Faso has completed the formation of the National Armed Forces contingent for the 2024 contingent, composed of 4,111 soldiers, mostly from the Volunteers for the Defense of the Homeland, that is VDP. This contingent has undergone intensive training amid at turning them into combat fighters. These new soldiers will immediately join the operational units engaged in securing the national territory. Their deployment will help strengthen personnel, intensify operations, and better protect populations. Okay, so he says, they also came and says, this large-scale training confirms the Army's commitment to the rise of the National Armed Forces, thus working to defend the sovereignty and stabilize the country. This is part of Ibrahim Traoré's ambition to train and equip 1 million strong African men and women for the battle of high intensity. Homeland or death, you will overcome. Okay, so that's what's happening in Western African country Burkina Faso, saying the captain, that's Ibrahim Traoré, has now having released or have been training 4,000 soldiers that is to be added to the army, and believing that they are early motive is to defend the territory of the country, to bring sustainable and peace to the people of Burkina Faso. Well, the figure is 4,111. Well, that is something believed. They say that the captain have a vision. I believe that in his time or tenure, he is believing to have at least 1 million well-equipped, trained soldiers for Burkina Faso. Wow. 1 million soldiers, that's impressive. Well, hopefully he can be able to achieve that. Well, so basically he has actually been having his first ever having passed out of 4,000 soldiers already. Hopefully he's going to get the 1 million that he's looking for. That is something that I wanted to share about African country. I know people have a lot of people do have a soft spot or a soft spot for captain when mostly his matters comes around, because a lot of people believe that he is one of the few people in Africa who's actually having the motherland at heart here, because most of our politicians are not doing so great for us. I don't know, if you ask me, I'll say I don't know if democracy is a thing for us though, but yeah, it's too early to say anything much. Let's see what happens, because you have had people like Paul Kagame, His Excellency Museveni at Uganda and Rwanda saying after they have actually achieved this for the people, they are now stuck with power. We don't know when they are leaving office though. So hopefully His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traoré doesn't join these guys. Well, this is my take and this is my point of view. You can also share your take and point of view at the comment section too. Now let's see what some people or some Africans had to say at the comment section. Well, this one, he came and says, President, Commander and Chief. He loves his country and people, and they love him right back. Good leaders listen to understand their people needs, then check off what must be done until mission complete. So glad he's building a strong military who will be a force to be reckoned with. Well, that's how an African believe. He's saying that. Big shout out to Captain Ibrahim Traoré. As I said, a lot of African people have a soft heart for him. This one says, so long as it's to defend Africa, I would gladly join this army. Wow. Well, an African has actually volunteered to join this army as long as it's in to defend Africa. Okay, good. Well, this one says, Ibrahim Traoré's ambition to train and equip 1 million strong African men and women for the battle of high intensity. The source, please. This is our wish for dear BF, that is Burkina Faso. Raise million strong vanguard of the revolution. Learn from China, Iran. Okay, so that's an African. He believed that this is a good step. So we need that. We need a strong African people to defend the African continent and our people like that. Okay, so that is it. Well, this one also says additional 4,000 troops, that is commendable. At least any African country that wants to combat Nigeria or useless ECOWAS will have to rethink. Why am I saying that if any African country, that is Nigeria or the ECOWAS, want to combat with Burkina Faso, they have to rethink? Well, it hasn't got into that. Africa will never fight each other. We actually find a way to discuss this, okay? Making sure we are all safe and free for this one. Well, someone says, give me citizenship and I'll come defend Mother Africa. Wow, seems like a lot of people actually believe in Captain Traoré and they are ready to defend Africa with him together. And lastly, this one says, they need snipers and sharpshooters and special worldwide assassins to hunt down and neutralize those who try to destabilize any African country. Why should Burkina Faso be the one to do that for every African country, though? You have to man up and save your country too. There's a lot of things to do in the Burkina Faso, though. Well, that is something inspiring happening in Burkina Faso, the West African country, and Africans are basically having the heart and we're ready to serve together with Captain Traoré to deliver Africa. Hopefully, things get to the right way, and then Captain gets to do the right thing, and then power to the people and power to the people of Burkina Faso. My name is Vidashi. Say thank you for your time.